gentlemen, this is what I would want us to do today. So this is the question that I would want us to do today. All right. So this question is from your past papers. I seem not to get your past papers. I can't get them as fast as I thought, but I'll be able to get them later. Is there somebody who has ever seen this question from their management accounting past papers? The one of Supershine Polish Factory. Anybody who has ever seen? Anybody who has ever seen this past paper question? This past paper question, and then you can easily tell us it is coming from which sitting. Which sitting is it coming from? Which sitting is it coming from? Yeah, someone will be able to answer that as we continue. Great. So, ladies and gentlemen, we are told here, this question, that the following cost data was obtained from the records of Supershine Polish Factory for the month of July 2025, when 10,000 units were produced. So you can see direct materials, etc. So what are they telling us down here? So down here, ladies and gentlemen, they are telling us here that all direct costs vary, directly with the change in the level of output units. The semi-variable costs are based on an output level of 10,000 units. So we are required, using the account analysis method, derive a cost estimation equation in the form of y equals a plus bx. Now, ladies and gentlemen, remember that account analysis method, just like a high-low method, it's used to develop equations of this form. Equations of this form, where in this case here, A stands for fixed costs, and then B stands for variable cost per unit, variable cost per what year per unit. Under account analysis method, we shall go to each specific account. So under account analysis method, we shall go to each specific account and then do a classification. We do a classification. Tell, in this case here, this account, does it belong to variable cost or fixed cost, or is it a semi-variable cost? And if it's semi-variable, it has to be broken down. So in this question that we have, ladies and gentlemen, of ours here, we are told. So we have our costs here. So we have our costs, which we must write down all of them the way they are. We start with the cost elements. So we have here direct. The first cost item there is called direct material. So we have here direct material, and then we have total. After total, we have in this case here variable and then fixed. So after total, we have the variable cost, and then we have fixed cost, like that. So then I would want all of us, first of all, to have this kind of a structure. Let's have this kind of a structure, all of us, for doing the account analysis. And it's a very easy structure. So like direct material, they are telling us that it is for 20,000 total. But whenever they use the word direct, remember from our cost classification, direct costs are the same as what here? Variable costs. So direct costs are 100% variable. So these for 20,000, we shall be able to float it here. And then of course, fixed is what there will be dash for this for 20,000. So what are we learning? That all direct expenses are variable expenses. There is nothing like a possibility of a direct cost having a fixed cost in it. It cannot have a fixed cost in it. If you have understood, can you kindly put your thumbs up like this? If you've understood that explanation, can you kindly put your thumbs up like this? Great. So then it's August 2025, question 2A. I'm told that this is August 2025, question number 2A. So direct materials for 20,000, and they have told us, of course, nothing. You can't be given lots of information. It's you to think and know that direct costs are always variable cost, all of them. Thank you so much, Benson. So we go back to this one here. So next one again is direct labor. So we have here direct labor. Direct labor. So ladies and gentlemen, if it's direct, mentioned there to be direct, then automatically that's 100%. So it's 150,000. And then of course it will be 150,000 and a variable dash and a fixed. Dash and a fixed, like that. Then we have the third one, which is depreciation. So depreciation is 80,000. Depreciation is 80,000. So we have here depreciation. Depreciation, 80,000. They have told us, ladies and gentlemen, that this depreciation is a fixed periodical cost. So fixed periodical cost. So what should we do with it? What should we do with it? Somebody talk to me. What should we do with it? The 80,000, what shall we do with it, my good students? I'm waiting to hear from you. What do we do with it? I'm waiting to hear from you. What do we do with it? It is 100% fixed. I love that. Because actually this examiner was a nice examiner. All right. You see, he has told you that this 80,000 is a fixed period cost. Most of the examiners, like myself, if I was to test, I will tell you that the 80,000 is a period or periodical cost. It is you to appreciate the fact that all periodical costs are fixed. Like how do we pay our rent? It's periodical. It's paid on a monthly basis. Perhaps I could be paying like 80,000 shillings per month. It is not inventoriable. It is not product-based. It's periodical. Periodical expenses, ladies and gentlemen, all of them shall be put under fixed costs. Under fixed costs. So here you put 80,000 there, nothing there. Are we together, my good students? Up to there, are we together? Please, whenever I ask like that, I would just want us to ensure that we are moving together. We are well aligned. We are well aligned. Thank you very much. So depreciation is what here is periodical. I will put it under fixed costs. Another way of cheating these students, you tell them that this expenditure is inventoriable. Inventoriable costs are variable costs because they are being charged to inventory. The more the inventory items, the more that expenditure will be. So either product or inventory costs. Those are what here? They are variable costs. Thank you very much. So we continue. Now, ladies and gentlemen, we move on. We go to the next item. It's called telephone charges. They have told us here telephone charges are 100% fixed. So telephone charges. So telephone. In this case here, it is 6,000. And all of this will be put under fixed cost because 100% is what here is fixed. Then we have, ladies and gentlemen, the next item. The next item here is known as production overheads. So these production overheads, they're funny, they're nice. I can see they're nice. So we have their production overheads, they're very nice. So we have here production overheads. They have given me an equation. It is 40,000. No, it is 8,000 plus 3.2x. Yeah. So it is 8,000 plus 3.2x. So of course the 8,000 will not be varying with quantity. The 8,000 there will ever be there. So this 8,000 will be put under, will be put here. The 8,000 will be fixed. No, fixed here. 8,000 there. Yeah. And then now we have here 3.2 times the number of units. So 3.2 times the number of units. You remember when you read up there, 3.2, ladies and gentlemen, yeah, X. And the X in this case here, they told us, is for producing 10,000 units. So it will be 3.2 times 10,000. So you can see this whole is a variable, which will end up giving us 32 what year? 32,000, 32,000, 32,000. If you add the two, 32,000 plus this, it will give us the 40,000 that they have mentioned there. It will give us 40,000 that they have told us there. Yeah, if you look at the total cost, my good students, if you come and look at the total cost, if you look at the total cost here, for this production, they are 40,000. And because of how they have written this one, 8,000 plus 3.2, it means that they are semi-variable. Yeah, meaning that 8,000 is fixed, this 3.2x is variable. So go to supervisor's salary. Supervisor salary, please do the same. So we have here supervisor's salary. So supervisor's salary, they have given us a whole figure of 200,000. And then they have given us an equation. They have told us, yes, supervisor salary equation is 180,000, 160. Is it 160 or 180? 160,000. 160,000 plus 4x. Plus 4x. 160,000 plus 4x. So if that is the case, ladies and gentlemen, then this is what we shall be doing. So in this case here, we can appreciate the fact that the 160 becomes the whole of it fixed. Yeah. And then we have in this case here 4x. So this will be 4 times 10,000, giving us what here? Giving us 40,000. So if you add the two, you will end up getting this 200,000. Actually, once you know this, you could easily take this as a balancing figure. So that is supervisor's salary. Again, ladies and gentlemen, are we together? Whiteboard not clear. From my side, it's very, very clear, but I'll just increase the font size, right? Let me try increasing the font size. How about now? Some section is hidden. No, actually the top is only, it's only the top which is hidden, eh? But I think what is important you can see. Better, yes. What is important you can see. So I repeat on, there is somebody who's asking on repetition there. I would rather repeat many times for you to understand. Oh, I can't see that question. Somebody repeat that segment. Okay, great. You see, like supervisor's salary, they have given us 160,000 plus 4x. You see, whenever you are given a cost, if you are given a cost equation like this one, they tell you cost is 10,000 plus 4x. What does that mean? This one here, which does not have any association with x, it doesn't have any association with output. So this one here will be fixed. And the whole of this will be whatever, the whole of this will be variable like that. So when they tell me that supervisor salary is 160,000 plus 4x, so the 160 is fixed. I will come and take this 160 as fixed and a fixed cost. And then the 4x, remember up there, they told us, ladies and gentlemen, that the x is 10,000. So then this 40,000 now will be variable. When you add the two, you'll be able to get this 200,000. I hope the student who has asked that question, now you are able to see what you're talking about. And I would want to take this opportunity to welcome all of you to study with me management accounting. This semester, ladies and gentlemen, you cannot go wrong. Come and join us. This is our number at RCM College, 0793 555 000. This is our number. You can never go wrong with us. Yeah, so we have physical classes that we are charging 7,000 per unit, physical. The students who would want to come and join us at Commonwealth House. Commonwealth House, right opposite Galitos, along Moi Avenue, Nairobi. If you want to come and visit us here, study with us here, we'll charge you 7,000 like that. Why are these physical classes expensive? Of course, there is rent. It is, but most importantly, Any student who is studying with us physically gets free of charge practical accounting classes, free of charge. Yeah, around here we have very good experts who will be able to take you through these practical classes. And then, of course, online classes, the students are based all over. Others in Southern Sudan, we charge Kenya shillings 4,800 per paper. So this is the place to be. Don't forget to give us a call. This is our number, 0793 555 000. 0793 555 000. Yeah, thank you so much. Yeah, free classes, will they be there every day throughout the semester? Of course, no. We are starting the semester and we want to use this as teasers, just to invite you to join us. Otherwise, Kennedy, for sure, you are teaching you accounting. If you were to offer the free classes throughout, then we will not be in business. We shall not be able to pay our workers. Yeah, so these are just teasers. After that, maybe this week alone, from there, then we shall be able to strictly give our classes to students who have paid. However, remember we have early morning classes, like management accounting 5 a.m. classes. We have evening classes. And then we have, in this case, here, some special classes that are being taught now by Dr. Aura, who is this chief CPA ninja. Yeah, so if you would want, of course, once you have paid for our early morning, you've paid for our evening classes, and then you want to be attending now our special revision classes where we simply do questions and answers. I mean, you shall not pay an extra cost. That link will always be shared in your group. So I hope, Kennedy, that now satisfies your question. I hope now we are together. Great. Great. Thank you so much, CPA. Please, yeah, use that contact and ensure that you are studying with us. You're studying with us. Great. Thank you so much. Yeah, Kennedy, it's good to know that you guys love the chief ninja. It's good to know that you love your father. Yeah, so we go to machine repairs. So machine repairs, they have given me 60,000. So machine repairs, they have given me 60,000. Now I'll be able to simplify this because out of 60,000, you can see 6,000 is fixed. So 6,000 is fixed. So 6,000 is fixed. So 6,000 is fixed here. So in this case here, then the balancing figure, who is able to give me the difference? This and this gives me 54,000. Now that will be under variable. All right. Great. Now, ladies and gentlemen, from there, thank you so much, Moses Mauti. That was great of you. Now, from there, ladies and gentlemen, you'll be able to come here and give us the next one, which they are calling packaging. So packaging is 4,000 and all of it is direct. They could either use the word direct or variable. So 4,000 direct. Packaging. So packaging, 4,000 total. And all of this is direct. Direct, I put them under variable. Nothing is fixed there, zero there. From there, ladies and gentlemen, we go to the very last expenditure. The very last expenditure here is known as, cleaning services, 60,000, a third variable. Cleaning services, 60,000. So cleaning services, 60,000, and a third is variable. So then how much do I put under variable because a third is variable? How much do I put under variable? Somebody is following. If a third is variable, so how much do I put under variable, my good students? Yeah, Emily, thank you so much. So they're giving me 20,000 here. 20,000 here. So this is 40,000. 40,000. Have you seen what I've done to get 40,000? Because I know that the two must add up to 60. Once I get one component, getting the other component is normally very easy. Now that you have finished doing all the expenses, could you be kind enough by giving me the total? Please add this. This is not even important now. This total is not important, but I want the total variable cost. Please add them up. Give me the total variable cost, please. Please. Total variable cost. Somebody who could be having this figure, please. We don't want to have fails in this paper. It's a very easy paper. So total variable cost. So you're adding for me variable costs 420,000 plus 150 plus 32,000 plus 40,000 plus 54,000 plus 4,000 plus 20,000. How much are we able to get there, my good students? Please. Don't omit anything there. Don't omit anything there. Don't omit anything there. So fixed by Kennedy, 300,000. Fixed, total fixed cost. So this total fixed cost, Kennedy is giving me a figure of 300,000. Kennedy is giving me a figure of 300,000. And then there is a ninja up here who is giving me the total variable called George. George is giving me 720,000. Please, some other students should be able to confirm these figures, whether they are correct. Please confirm these figures, whether they are correct. I'll be very happy if you can confirm. I will be very happy if you can confirm. George and Kennedy, they have given me answers. We have Ada giving me 720,000 variable, correct. So variable, I'm told the total variable cost, total, I can repeat again here, variable cost is 720,000. Yeah, so I only want fixed cost to be confirmed by somebody. I want to see somebody confirming the fixed costs which were given to me by Bwana Kennedy. It's always good to hear this from other. Yeah, I can see some other students have confirmed. Now, remember that we have been able to analyze our accounts very well, and they've been able to do the allotments to the various variable cost account and the fixed cost account. That we have done very well. But once you finish this, remember that accounts analysis method is used to develop equations of the form y equals a plus what here? A plus bx, where a is the fixed cost. So a is the fixed cost. So A is fixed cost, which is 300,000. And then don't forget that B is variable cost per unit. Whatever we have here is variable cost for how many units? This 720,000 variable cost has been incurred to produce how many units? Somebody. It was given in the question. It was given in the question. The 720,000 has been incurred for how many units? This 720,000 is total variable cost. Yeah, thank you, Kennedy. You are really following. Thank you. In this case, Mwiti, thank you very much for producing 10,000 units. So you have to divide this by 10,000. So this will go. This goes. Therefore, B is 72 like that. Therefore, B is 72 like that. B is 72 like that. B is 72 like that. So B will be 72. B will be 72 like that. And therefore, the accounts analysis equation, which is y equals a plus bx, it will be y equals a, which is 300,000 plus b, which is 72, x like that. Yeah. So this is the accounts analysis equation. And now once you get it right, the examiner will tell you to predict. If you look at part 2 of this question, the examiner will tell you to come here and predict. The examiner will come here and tell you to predict. So this examiner will come here and tell you to predict. You can see, yeah, output level was 10,000. Yeah. So this has already given us 6 marks using the account analysis method, derive a cost estimation equation in the form of y equals a plus bx. Then estimate the total cost for the month of August if 9,900 units are produced. So now I have an equation really. So when x is 9,900, what will be the total cost? So Roman 2, when x is 9,900, what will be the value of y? So y will be 300,000 plus 72 times 9,900, which will end up giving us a what figure? Hey, you ninjas, you know, they call me the chief ninja because my role is to inspire you. My role is to inspire you to do more, So I've only replaced there x, which is 9,900 in the cost equation. Remember, y is total cost. So 10, 12, 800. So you write here Kenya shillings, 10, 12, 800. you double underline, you double underline. So should they bring this kind of a concept again? Are you now at a position of getting it right? If they were to bring this kind of a concept again, will you now, ladies and gentlemen, be able to get it right? I like that. Yes, with a double E in between. That is the ninja way. Great. So the examiner should never, ever cheat you. It doesn't matter which language he uses. If he tells you that an expenditure is period cost, you know periodical costs are fixed. If they tell you that this expenditure is prime, another way I've seen this examiner cheating my students, that this for 20,000 is prime. Prime comes from the word primary. Primary means what here? Variable. Primary means variable. Thank you so much. And now with your permission, I'll be able to straight away. Yeah, I'll be able to share the question with you, LC. I hope, LC, you are in my paid group. I'll be able to share these questions in the paid group. If you're in my paid group, instead of me wasting time here trying to save, please allow me to share this in the paid group later. Hope that is okay. I hope that is okay. I hope that is okay. So are they ready for the next question? 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 Yeah, great. I don't understand why, Mwalimu, this question looks simple when doing them with you, but when doing exams, they're harder. Very good and relevant question there. This ninja called Mwiti. Yeah, this ninja called, am I able to see? Mauti, actually, Moses. So Moses, I've taught management accounting for the last 24 years. And what I know with management accounting, it needs lots of practice. Before you go to your past papers, you start doing your past paper questions. First of all, you repeat doing what Mwalimu did in a class. Like now you are comfortable with what you've done in class. So later on, Mauti, for purposes of entrenching this concept in your memory, you put your answer aside, right? Then start now doing the question yourself. And then, of course, as you do your question, the question yourself, ensure that you are able to time yourself. Do the question in less than 30 minutes because your exam is time-based. So you do like you are hurrying up. Once you get one question, please always know how to use your WhatsApp very well. Now go to any past paper question and you can discuss in the group there on WhatsApp. I've done this account analysis question. Is there a student who is able to see any other account analysis question anywhere? They tell you, go to December 2023, let's do this. So you need to keep, you see the higher levels of RCM. When you come to advanced level, you'll see so many students discussing aggressively. But the intermediate and the foundation level, students are not very, very good in discussing whatever they do on WhatsApp. WhatsApp is a big engine. We should be able to put whatever we do on WhatsApp and ask for opinions. Once you keep on doing that severally, Mr. Mauti, trust you me, your proficiency in the subject will go very high and you will not be able to fail in any exam. Like when I teach you management accounting and you fail, you'll tell me this semester, at least I've taken the special class. If I teach you and you cannot fail. Look at how students follow me. Look at how students follow me in the upper level. If you come today to my advanced management accounting class, you'll get over 500 students. They know me. So even these MA students now, this time around I'm here, just do what I'm telling you, whatever we do in a class, and show you practice. And generally you have a liking for the subject. And it's not just about these computational areas, computational questions, no. We shall also be very good in terms of what are the theories. Because look at, for example, last semester's exam. It had a good number of theory questions. If you know theory questions very well, then you have locked about 30%. And once you get 30%, your pass mark, nobody should cheat you that it reaches 50. If your pass mark was to reach 50, for example, there are some papers you passed, like FM, and even, for example, FR, you passed, and for sure you and I know that you never got 50%. So CASNEB exams are really, really very fair, but you need to really be at the top of things in terms of your liking of the subject. You must like this subject by force, by fire. You must like it. You must be singing it. You must be putting your headphones of on the videos that you are doing. Yeah, when you are in a vehicle driving or on a matatu, just put on your headset and ensure that you are listening severally. Mwalimu said something about prime cost. What are prime costs? etc, etc, etc. So that way, then we'll be able to pass. Thank you very much, Mauti. I think I've been able to pour my heart to your question. Any other question before I proceed? Both of us GK. Oh, it was less than 30%, but generally, if you did your theories very well, and maybe, you know, gentlemen and ladies, this kind of a question, I can even, put it under part of the theory. This was very easy. This was very, very easy. So again, ladies and gentlemen, we shall not be crying a lot over, spilled milk. Already that is gone. It's water under the bridge. Now, moving forward, we shall aggressively be on WhatsApp discussing the questions that we do. We must be very good in terms of looking for extra time to do revision, like over lunch hour. Like, you know what today you guys are doing. I'm so sure there is an opportunity cost. Like over this time, you guys in this case here, you would be out there doing other things. But here you are in a class. And you shall be looking for those kind of opportunities to study, even at your workplace. Over lunchtime, you don't have to eat lunch for a whole 1 hour. No, you can do lunch 30 minutes and then you get 30 minutes to practice one question. And most importantly, ensure that in the class, you are among those students who like talking. If you like talking, even if whatever you're talking is a lie, is wrong, you will pass, because that automatically shows your passion for the subject. You will pass. This is not a paper that should ever harass you. No, it's a straightforward paper. It's a straightforward paper. So I hope I've now also answered your question. My aim is to keep on always answering your questions to there is nothing like a stupid question. All questions are relevant. Like Okoth is saying, Mwalimu, last semester, the theory was 17. But of course, what I've just explained, even this account analysis, you can even count it there. It was very simple. Nobody, of course, should cheat you that last semester's exam was hard. Because when I do those 5 questions, all of them which I'll be doing, you'll be surprised. You'll even wonder, how comes these were really simple questions? But most probably, your exam technique was wrong. You are preparing the wrong way. And I'll be able to correct you on that. That is why I'm now coming on board as an old mzee, as a chief ninja, to ensure that we are also able to pick you up in all these papers. Now, I hope I've made myself clear on this. Yeah. Negative attitude towards MA has rewarded me with a fail. As much as it's regrettable, the Maoris, that is really a very, very conk statement. Negative attitude. Don't just look at the face of Mwalimu and then you hate the subject. If you hate me, automatically you will fail. You must learn how to love me. That's why I strive to put on a tie, right? You must strive to love me, because if you love me, you will love my subject. So when you see me taking my time and saying on WhatsApp, let's do this question, I'm not stupid. Of course, I'm not an examiner, but when you see Mwalimu saying, let's do this question, like I'll start now doing that from this evening. You'll start seeing Mwalimu saying, let's do this. Remember, we have a special revision group, which I'll be adding you, special revision group, which I'll also be adding you if you are in the paid group. So in that special revision, you'll see Mwalimu saying every time, do this question. Never forget to do it. Do it passionately. You'll never fail. You'll never fail. I came to teach. I never came to preach. It's like you guys now want me to preach. You want me to preach. Kennedy, that MA and FR, the pass mark has been, no. It has never been at 18%, but trust you me, it's never 50. It's very low. Even myself, I remember during those old days when I was doing my CPA papers, and I used to combine. I was combining 6 papers all through, and I got 6 awards with CASNEB. Yeah, in total, 6 awards, best student. So one of the papers, which was at the advanced level, after doing, I knew this paper for sure I have failed. And I thought that I would fail miserably. So results came out. It was like this. Then I wondered, is this really papers pass mark 50. So later on, of course, I became an insider at CASNEP. I became an insider, but as an examiner, many days, those days on that energy, not today. All right. So I went in this case here to investigate that very paper. And the pass mark, oh, that's why I passed. If they had put that pass mark even at 40, I would not have passed. I'm telling you the truth. But one good thing with me is that I'm very, very courageous. Even when an exam is ongoing, when I see I'm not able to write something, I'll always lift up my head. And even I can ask for permission to go and stretch a little bit outside. And then I come back. Then when I come back, I look at the mood in the class. When I realize people are not writing, totally, that's when I know now things are good. When I realize that there are some ninjas who are walking out of an exam room for within the first 30 minutes that somebody is walking out, I know this paper will pass. Because all these papers, they're really about your confidence in an exam. If you're very, very confident in an exam, you'll be able to, first of all, get correctly all the theory questions. Because the theory questions, like there are times when exams are very, very hard, we say as examiners would want in this case here to ensure that many students are able to pass. So then what do we do in that case? We say in theory, so long as somebody has written something, give them full marks. So even if they have said a dog is a dog, so long as they have scribbled something, give them a mark. So, and they will get so many students who have gone through very good colleges. They leave the entire paper blank. The only thing that most of them will always know, even when they have done nothing, is to write down there that God bless the work of my hands. Which hands? And you wrote nothing. Which hands? Which hands? So all the theories, you shall always try them. Even if it means you using conjunctions, you can start the first sentence with nevertheless. You write. And then you can write the same sentence, now this time around starting with a different conjunction. However, moreover. So you keep on doing that until you fill up your space. And then, of course, now there are easier topics like process costing. Yeah, you do entries, many entries. It doesn't have to balance, many entries. Yeah, go to variance analysis, get material cost variance, labor cost variance, etc. Go to inventory, the EOQ. All right. Pick a few marks here and there, and you will survive. What I know with management accounting, many students do not know the methodology of passing exams. If you knew the methodology of passing exams, you'll always make it a one-time thing. A one-time thing. Great. You see, like, of course, now passed the FAR, yeah, a tax, every other thing. But account MA, yeah. I'm loving MA. Yes, I really love the tie. So, Mwalimu, if you're the one teaching this MA, yeah, I'll be teaching MA. Yeah, special revision, very well explained. I think now everything is okay. Kwa which hands we shall overcome. Chief Ninja, I can testify this after taking me through QA, now intermediate. You can see, like now QA, Wamba will tell you. I came for very few sessions for QA when I saw a few ninjas complaining that they had a problem with, I think, one teacher there. So then I flew in like a chief ninja. And then I was able to kick here, and there. What happened after the exam? Most of you are calling me, asking me whether I was the examiner. It's because you loved me. You must start by loving your teacher. So wherever teacher you get in the morning, that is your teacher, love him. The one you get in the evening is your teacher. When you come for special revision classes, if you did and failed, and you're in my special revision classes, you must ensure that you love me with my big head, Yeah, you must love me. Yeah. Yeah. Great. One time, yeah. Oh, you stop everything you're doing, and then you... Great, PC. Thank you so much. So I think, ladies and gentlemen, then, with your permission, I will be able to stop there. And now we strategize. So now I'll be able to strategize with you. Special revision classes. If you would want, in this case here, to join my special revision classes. Number one, you must have done the paper and failed. Done the paper and failed. Yeah, because you see, special revision means what? Question and answers. So basically, I'm coming to give hope to the ones who had lost hope, the ones who failed. There is another possibility. But number two, you are in the normal classes. You are in the normal classes, but you have done a topic. Maybe you are being taught by the great teacher Omondi. So you have finished a topic with Mwalimu Omondi. Then you'll be able to come back now to my class. What I normally do, because I know your Mwalimu, your teachers are way ahead of me. You see, I'm starting my special revision classes on Thursday, coming Thursday. You see now Mwalimu has done like 3 chapters. So, and I'm following that syllabus the way it is, the way it is. So also if you are in our normal classes, you'll be able to enjoy our special revision classes very well. Yeah, so either way, you must have either done the paper and the failed before, or number 2, you do what here, you join our normal classes, and then you take these special revision classes as what here, as a supplementary. They're supplementing what you're doing in classes. So I've got 2 types of special revision classes. We have day classes. Day classes. Day classes. These are Monday, Tuesday, 11 to 1 p.m. 11 a.m. to 1 p.m. Those are day classes. Let me write here. Let me write here. So the day classes, like today I did one in the morning. Unfortunately, I never invited you. So Monday and Tuesday, 11 to 1 p.m. Of course, whatever we have done today, Monday and Tuesday, today, like now today, I mean, is still a teaser. I'm still using these to market the school, all right? So you can't count them. Like the Monday and Tuesday classes, the real special revision classes will be beginning from next week, 11, and that's Monday, and then Tuesday, 11 to 1. I hope that is clear. Now, there are students in this case here who are working. So if you're working, I have classes running on Thursday and the Fridays, 6 to 8 p.m. Now, there is one disadvantage, that you have a class, a normal class here. There is a class which runs on Fridays from 6 to 8. Not a problem. You can, if you attend this class with teacher Omondi, the Friday one, you can still. Or if you are not able to attend the daytime, you can watch the video later. You can watch the video later. Don't miss your other teachers' classes. No, don't miss them. I've not come here to sabotage any teacher. You must attend their classes. You are coming mine to mine as a supplement, ladies and gentlemen. Great, great. Yeah, special revision classes are free for students who have paid for our normal classes. If you have paid for our normal classes, or if you have paid for the special revision classes, you qualify, Kennedy. I will not turn around that, Kennedy. That is a promise I've given you. It's a promise I've given you. Although I also saw in your group, so many guys trying to say, no, these classes are confusing. No, Chief Ninja classes, I mean, whenever I share them there, whenever you have time, please attend. Or if you don't have time, please watch a video. And you should be my ambassadors in your groups. People should not be fighting the Chief Ninja. Who fights the Chief Ninja? Who does that? Who does that? Who does that? That would be very bad. Understood now. Yeah, so the special revision classes, remember, we treat this as retake. As retake classes. You did and you failed. Then we charge you 3,800. Normal classes, normal, is 4,800 per paper. Per paper. And of course, if you have paid this, then you get this without any charges. You get this without any charges. Great. Which papers? Remember, special revision classes are for FM, FR, MA, and the other senior papers. I beg to run away, ladies and gentlemen, because there is something very, very urgent that I must attend to. Otherwise, it's always lovely to work with most of you Gen Zs. Yeah, great, great. And of course, I don't take it for granted that I could call a class within 30 minutes. You guys join in. I don't take that for granted. That is a love that you're showing the Chief Ninja. Yeah. GK, we shall be able to add you. We shall be able to add you to the learning management system for the special classes. Once you add you there, you'll be able to get the link somewhere up there. I hope now that is okay. I hope that is the last question. We are overcoming. Yeah. RCM, this time around, we are completing. Predict for a May, December 2025. Kasimu, that is my work. Yeah. And I normally do that very, very well. But it's so early to do any prediction now. It's so early. Be in a class. Be in a class. Timetable, yes, I'll be able to share the timetable with you. Yes, yes. Great. 5 retakes have lost 12K. How can you help? 5 retakes have lost 12K. I can't understand that because 5 retakes, it is 3,800 times 5. But your case you looks no. Unique. Kindly give me a shout out, and then we shout out, and then we see how we can help each other. Because when somebody fails in all those papers, then first of all, even before we talk about money, I have to sit down with you. That's my number. When you fail all those papers, we have to sit down with you, because remember, at the end of the day, you are my sons, you're my daughters. I have to understand where the problem is, and then I advise you accordingly. Anytime. Okay, great. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Timetable, yes, I will. FR, FM. Yeah, let's talk. Let's talk on online. Yes, whenever you're free, you'll be able to attend, Patrick. Thank you so much. Be blessed. Bye. And please spread the message of RCM outside there. The kind of work that you're doing around here is immense. And we can only achieve those great targets if you bring me students. If you bring me students. Remember now, I used to work full-time outside there, and I'm a high flyer of 1 million Kenya shillings jobs. Now I've stopped doing that. Now I'm here in the college. I don't know whether the college will be able to give me that money. No. The passion that I have for you is great. Just get out of your way and bring so many students. Please give them our number. And now our number for an inquiry is this, Our number for an inquiry is this. Don't give out my personal number. This personal number is for you and I only. Only when you want to talk something, that's when you call me. But for anybody who would want to make inquiries, always give them that number. Thank you so much. Now be blessed. Bye, please. I would have wished to continue, but I have something very urgent. Very urgent. RCM is home. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Thank you so much.